I just followed my inspiration, Meghan Markle.
She's very sad here. She lives in Montecito now. That's by the ocean. That's the blue behind her as she's crying. The ocean, the Pacific Ocean. She's sad.
Okay, picture this. The comics walk up with that grin, you know the one. That smirk that says, we're about to spill blood. And not just any blood, the royal kind. And bam, first joke hits like a sniper shot to the neck. Can you imagine sending a duchess and her polo prince to one of the world's most chaotic war zones? One of the comedians sneers, pauses, milking it like drama's about to drop, and boom, delivers the punch. Apparently palace life is just so hard. The crowd goes feral before they even process the geopolitical geography behind the jab. The tension snaps and the whole room lights up like someone dropped a match in a tinderbox. People are screaming with laughter. That joke cut deep, deeper than anyone was ready for.
I think we should send Meghan Markle and that lizard she married to Gaza. They have a 3-hour documentary on Netflix about how hard it is to live in a castle. 3 hours.
And it just gets juicier. The same comic? Oh, they're not done. Now they're painting this savage mental picture. Meghan, snuggled under blankets, binging her own 3-hour Netflix doc like it's Crown Season 11, while halfway across the world, a Syrian kid missing an arm is begging for just 1 ounce of compassion. Ouch. Even the bartender's cracking up so hard he slaps the bar just to keep from spilling drinks. It's brutal. But you can't look away, because for the first time someone's actually saying what everyone else just whispers in messy comment threads at 2 a.m.
Not 1, 3.
And oh, here it comes, the celebrity twist. Whispered from offstage like pure hot tea. Apparently Beyonce texted Meghan. Yes, that Beyonce. But before we can even taste that drama, another comic slips in, dabbing a fake tear with Oscar-worthy mockery. Poor Duchess, they say, dripping with sarcasm, having to juggle sympathy texts from Queen Bee while gazing out over her Pacific View estate. The room erupts. The disbelief is thunderous. Because, like, of course Meghan's texting Beyonce, right? Or is she?
Beyonce just texted me. I can't believe she knows who I am. Read it? Oh, no, I could never read a personal note.
Momentum, still climbing. Next comic steps in cool as ice and just goes off about Meghan's name. Meghan, Mugan. They're throwing out pronunciations like it's a phonics class gone rogue. Then they land on Mayhagan and the room just explodes. Because, seriously, if your own name can't stay consistent, how are we supposed to believe this whole we just want a private life narrative? Yeah, right.
Meghan Markle.
Oh, it's so funny you don't know my name. It's pronounced Meghan. Sussex. I'm Sussex now. Yeah, I have the same last name as the children.
So, Meghan.
No, it's me.
And then, just when you think it can't get more absurd, enter Mock Lifestyle Guru. They waltz in twirling a mason jar like it holds the secrets of the universe. This, they say, deadly serious, is backyard spring water. Tap water is strictly forbidden in Sussex land. The crowd loses it. Nothing screams, I'm just like you, like artisanal gas water, right?
How I prepare water for my gas.
At this point, we're only minutes in, and the comics have already torched humanitarian vibes, luxury water snobbery, and name vanity. But we're not done. Oh no, we haven't even hit that Beyonce text bombshell or the branding nightmare spiraling behind the scenes. That's all coming, and it's going to be catastrophic. Spotlight dims. Another comic takes the stage, slowly, clutching their phone like it's royalty's version of the 10 Commandments. Guys, they whisper, trembling in mock drama, Beyonce just texted. Phones shoot into the air. Every eye is locked. They scroll that phone like it's a tabloid's dream.
Okay, I'll read it.
The comic teases. What is it? A queen to duchess pep talk? Some secret sisterhood sorcery? Nope. They clear their throat and deliver it in a stage whisper so fake it's genius. Hi, Meghan. I hope you and Machine are doing better. Loved you in Jennifer's Body, Minan Transformers. Silence. Then an explosion. Because wait. Did Queen Bey just text the wrong Meghan?
Beyonce texted me and she said, "Hi, Meghan. I hope you and Machine are doing better, and I loved you in Jennifer's Body."
The comic is dying laughing, literally clutching their knee. You think she meant Megan Fox? They yell, waving the phone again. People in the audience are crying. The cameraman can't hold still. A woman in row 2 is full-on sobbing with laughter. Imagine that. Hollywood's most polished diva can't tell the duchesses apart. But no, this roast isn't even close to done. Next, the comic slips into a flawless Meghan impression. Should I correct her, or let Queen Bey live in blissful ignorance? The room detonates. Because we all know, deep down she'd frame that text and never say a word.
Transformers.
Suddenly, another comedian storms in with perfect timing. They smack a newsprint prop into their hand. Headlines about Meghan's million-name branding saga. And just go off. If Beyonce doesn't know which Meghan, which brand, or which duchess she's even texting, Can you really blame her? The crowd is reeling. Everyone's thinking it. No one can keep up with that rebrand carousel.
I want to show that 3-hour documentary to a kid from Syria with his arm blown off. I want to say, come here, buddy, take a look at a real victim, okay? And you're going to work tonight, too. Don't think you're getting out of work, but...
You can feel the shift. The Beyonce blunder isn't just embarrassing, it's a whole PR crisis. And if even Beyonce is confused, you know it's chaos behind the Montecito scenes. Word on the street? A branding disaster is this close to exploding. We're talking product name changes mid-production, logos swapped overnight, and hush-hush damage control scrambling like the jam jars are ticking time bombs. It's all coming to light and it's about to be glorious. The next comic steps up like they've got receipts, and they do. They hold up a god-awful place card that reads, Meghan. Yep, that's supposed to be Meghan, and they wave it like a surrender flag. Even spell-check has given up, they declare, and the room is already losing it. Because really, how many ways can you screw up your own name before your brand collapses in on itself like a dying star?
Meghan.
Meghan.
They lean in, dead serious. Meghan, gone. Each version more butchered than the last. Laughter rolls across the floor like a wave. Then, boom, the comic flips the card to reveal a new official-looking spelling, complete with phonetic marks. This, they whisper, is the Montecito-approved version. A hush. Then, next week it might be Meghan. With a silent G, stay vigilant. The punchline hits like dynamite. And it sinks in. If you can't even settle on how to spell your own name, why should anyone believe in your rebrand? Authenticity, right? And then, oh God, the curtsy moment. A new comic strolls out, all fake polite, then bam, drops into a deep, ridiculous bow that nearly breaks their nose on the floor. I thought we were just meeting his super old Mima, they confess, voice innocent like a confused teen. Didn't know she wore that sparkly hat for work. People are screaming, it's too real. Before anyone can recover, the twist drops. Turns out that hat was a crown, babes, and I love that for me. The sarcasm crackles. You could feel the royal mystique crumbling like a stale scone. Within minutes, they've dismantled her name, mocked her royal etiquette, and turned a formal curtsy into a high school reunion gone sideways. But hold tight, because we're heading into the juiciest bit yet, the branding implosion. The next comic grabs the mic like it's a branding grenade and just lets it rip. Goodbye, American Riviera Orchard. Hello, as ever they let it hang in the air like day-old incense. Because changing your brand name is definitely easier than changing public opinion. The audience? Unhinged. They start pacing, waving invisible cue cards. First we had the TIG, Meghan's blog that wanted to be goop but just gave us Pinterest quotes. They sneer. Then we got jam jars from an orchard that never actually shipped jam. And now, a lifestyle empire promising food, beauty, wellness, home decor. Basically, everything except credibility. And that line lands like a grand piano off a roof. Another comic barges in waving a press release. Insiders say entire pallets of jam jars are stuck in some warehouse. Labels ripped off overnight because Meghan suddenly thought the word orchard sounded too agricultural. Eyes wide, they mime panicked assistants peeling off stickers at 2 a.m. like it's the Sticker Olympics. The original comic clutches their heart. It's okay, guys. Just slap a new label on it. Same jam, new font. Problem solved, laughter roars. Because we all know that's not a rebrand. That's a cover-up. And then, then comes the callback. Royal etiquette returns with a vengeance. A voice from offstage repeats the curtsy gag, lifts an invisible crown, and bows. If you think handling monarch rules is hard, try keeping up with your own logo. The bow turns dramatic. At this point, even his super old Mima could run the brand department. The audience is gasping for air. The roast has exposed sticker swaps, name switches, PR panic attacks. But it's not over, not by a long shot. Now the garden scene. A set dressed like a luxury backyard fantasy. Only surprise, it's all fake. A comic strolls in with a basket full of waxy oranges. Welcome to my garden, they purr. Well, actually, welcome to my set. And the crowd howls, because we all saw that lighting. That wasn't a sunrise, that was a softbox special. Then comes the kicker. Every morning I pick oranges for H and the kids, they whisper, voice thick with performance. And then I harvest honey from my handmade beehive that is totally not a prop with stripes. They shake the jar, and oh, would you look at that? The price tag is still dangling. They fake whisper, heh. I mean honey, not Harry. I only call him H when I'm squeezing juice from a fake orange. Next comic? Cashmere sweater slung over the shoulders, posing like it's a home decor magazine. Don't you just love tossing on a soft knit while making rosemary jam for toddlers? The audience loses it. Who in real life has toddlers begging for artisanal rosemary at 7 a.m.? The candle making scene? Even more absurd. I use this jam to make candles, or was it honey? I forgot. It's all one giant rebrand swirl. And then the hydration queen returns, back again with another mason jar. Whatever you do, she deadpans, Never use tap water. It insults the spiritual integrity of your gas. Front row's practically crying. The absurdity is unmatched. Next, a comic waves around Ziploc bags like a magician. Need a snack? Just transfer crackers from this labeled bag to this other labeled bag. My kids always scream, "More kale, mommy of Sussex." The crowd can't handle it. The image of kale-obsessed royal babies? Just too much. By this point, it's all unraveling. Every bit of Meghan's Pinterest-perfect lifestyle is being ripped to shreds on stage. The jam, the honey, the lemons, the crystals, it's all just glitter glue on a collapsing brand castle. Then, the final canon, bedroom drama. A comic glides on stage with that wicked grin and a sparkler in one hand. Did you know? Meghan's 4th of July linens were a whole thing? They whisper, slipping into her voice. "Harry, darling, the confetti's stuck in the sheets." People wheeze laughing. "The British are coming," they moan mid-performance, and then deliver the punchline. "I married an American, like Meghan Markle, so I could find out what it feels like for an entire country to hate me." The crowd, gutted. It's savagery at its absolute finest, and just when you think the audience can't possibly take more, a comic slinks back in, clutching a cue card labeled Meghan. Yes, that again. "If you keep changing your name," they sneer, "at least give the rest of us a pronunciation guide. Maybe put it on a tea towel in that lifestyle shop you renamed last night." The crowd erupted. Branding chaos? Check. Name confusion merch? Double check. And then, silence. Spotlights dim. Here comes the pity parade's grand finale. But the comic raises one brow. "And remember," they say, softer now, almost serious. None of this would sting if she hadn't insisted for years that privacy was her only currency, while selling jam at champagne prices and trademarking a bow. Another performer tosses fake royal paperwork into the air. It rains down like confetti. "Authenticity," they shout. "Should never feel this. Pre-approved." Heads nod. The roar fades into a knowing hush. The audience gets it now. This wasn't just jokes. It was truth. And just like that, the Duchess's pity party lies in ruins. But the final twist? The first comic steps forward again. Love her or loathe her, they grin. She's given comedians a lifetime of material, and every time she pleads for sympathy, it backfires bigger than the last. They hold the mic forward like a toast, because sometimes the loudest drum roll at the royal pity parade comes from the people marching in it. The applause is deafening. Spotlights dim to gold. The stage littered with jokes, ripped labels, and that one mason jar still glinting like a punchline. And that's it. The pity narrative? Burnt to ash. But the debate? Just heating. Upper. So tell us, comedy of errors or PR masterclass? Drop your take below, like, subscribe, and don't go anywhere, because what's coming next? Oh, you won't believe it.